Hi, it's Mrs. Wiggins from OT. Today we're going to be talking about tall, small, and low letters. Now, most letters, actually 14 letters, are considered small letters. That means that they live underneath the dotted line in this space right here. And I kind of like to call those letters the fist pound letters. So we're going to use our fists to remember if it's tall, small, or low. And those are the symbols that we're going to use with our hands. So if it is a fist pound letter, the fist pound letter should stay right underneath the dotted line. And like I said, that's most of the letters. That's letters like A, C, E, even the letter I, even though the dot is a little taller, these letters all stay inside the space between the dotted line and the bottom line, and those are called fist pound letters. Now, we also have letters that are the tall letters. And what I like to do is make my fist, and to make my fist tall, I go like this. Boop. And so I actually call them boop letters, and I like to make that funny sound because it seems to help us remember what they are. So boop letters, tall letters, are the letters that touch the very top line, like T or D or B. And there's actually only 7 letters. That's it. Only 7 that are boop, tall letters that touch the top line. So most of our letters never touch the top. Only 7. The last type of letter is actually the low letters. And I know that we've talked before about lava letters. And so when I do the low letters, I have my fist and I use my thumb and I go like this, and I use a really deep, low voice like that. And I might call them lava letters. And so we have our lava down here, and we have our dots right here. They start on the dotted line, and they go in the lava. So the lava letters are the letters G, Y, and J. And guess what? There's only 5 lava letters out of the whole entire alphabet. So most of the time, your letters are actually going to be under the dotted line with fist pound letters. So a fun game that I like to play is where I say the letter and then the kids tell me whether it's a boop, fist pound, or lava letter. And what they have to do is use their hand signals to be able to tell me what it is. Let's try it now. Okay, kids, I'm gonna say a letter, and if it's a tall letter, I want you to go like this. Boop. Let's practice it now. Letter T. Boop, boop, boop. If it's a fist pound letter, like the letter A, you're gonna go like this. Fist pound. Ready? A.
It's boop pound.
Nope, fist pound.
Fist pound.
If it's a lava letter, it means it goes in the lava. So if it's gonna be like the letter G or the letter Y, you're gonna go like this. Lava letter. And you have to use a low voice like that. Okay? Ready? Let's play. How about the letter B? Boop, boop, boop. How about the letter C?
Fist pound. Fist pound.
How about the letter K?
Boop, boop.
How about the letter Y?
Lava.
Lava letter. How about the letter Z?
Fist pound. Fist pound.
How about the letter Q?
Lava.
How about the letter H?
Boop, boop.
Very good. The next thing I want to talk about is the different types of paper that they have. So sometimes you see paper like this where there's lots of dotted lines, and this is really good for some people because it helps them remember that there's a top and a middle and a bottom part of the line, and that is really helpful. But sometimes when these dotted lines are all on top of each other like this, it ends up looking really confusing and our eyes sometimes forget where the top and the bottom is. The best thing that you can possibly do is use paper that has bigger spaces in between. So maybe it's a shaded space, or maybe it's just big white spaces in between, and then you can really see where the top and the bottom is, especially if the bottom line is a darkened bottom line. If it's darker, it helps us remember to stop at the line for our boop letters and our fist pound letters. Sometimes we also might get paper where there's just basic lines like this. And that's okay too, but then it's harder to remember where the top line is. And so I always tell my students that they might need to add a top line. They just need a straight edge. But guess what? You always have a straight edge. If you have a piece of paper, you have a straight edge. All you need to do is fold up the bottom part of the paper to the top part and take your pencil and trace along. Now you have a top line that you can add yourself if you think that's going to help you. So if you do that, you're probably not gonna have the dots in the middle, and that's okay because most of your letters will not touch the top because 14 letters do not touch the top. They only hang out in the middle somewhere like this. We're gonna play a game where I'm going to say a letter, and if your letter touches the lines where it's supposed to touch, then you get a star. And if you get all the stars, you get a special treat like an M&M. Ready? The first letter is the letter T. Let's make the letter T. It's a tall letter. Joshua has 3 lined paper, so he touched the top and the bottom, and he gets a star. Kara has regular paper, touch the top and the bottom, she gets a star. The next letter is the letter A. A is a fist pound letter. So Joshua touched the middle line and the bottom line, and he gets a star. And Kara touched the bottom line because she doesn't have a middle line, but she did not touch the top line. Good job, Kara. The last letter that we'll try is the letter G. G is a lava letter. Joshua's letter touched the middle line and he went in the lava, and he did not touch the top line. You get a star, Joshua. And Kara has regular paper. She did not touch the bottom line, and her letter stayed in the middle and went in the lava. Nice job, Kara. You guys got star letters, so you get a special treat. 2 M&Ms for you, 2 M&Ms for you. Good job, guys.
Thank you.